Lit up like the 4th, I'm a happy drunk. Come to Papa Big Mama, cause your daddy's drunk. I wanna pump it up like the Goodyear blimp. Make you holler for $1, that's the way I pimp. Gold links and minks and shrimp dinners on the bayou. Them's all the things that I ain't gonna buy you. I wanna pump it up like the Goodyear blimp, like the Goodyear blimp. Hello everybody, how you guys doing today? I can't have kids anymore, Daniel. I got low T, which means I have, you know, shooting blanks. Nah, I haven't got no fucking trail balls, man. I ain't even left the house. I literally woke up at 5 o'clock, sat and watched a couple television shows with the wife, took a bath, ate dinner, and now I'm here. My shower is not in the best shape right now, like the shell of it. So, it kind of leaks if you don't like turn it off real tight. I mean, it's still usable, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. Let's see. Lummox is finished too. What was my struggle meal growing up? Macaroni and cheese. Like, macaroni and cheese was always the foundation to everything I ate. When there was nothing in the motherfucking house. Because there was always a box that, and it wasn't like the nice shit. It wasn't like Velveeta shells and cheese. It was like the white box that had like the I forgot what they're called, the little circular crescent moon noodles. I don't know what they are pasta wise. I don't fucking cook, but you'd get those and they'd come with like this powdered cheese, and you'd always have to put like some fucking milk with it to make it even like somewhat edible by itself. So you make that powdered cheese ass macaroni, and then you would add on stuff like you could take a can of peas and you put in it. You have macaroni, cheese, and peas put together. You mess that up and then put some hot sauce on it, and there's a fucking meal. A little goulash. Or you could take the mac and cheese and put it over top of like some ramen noodles. That's a fucking meal. And I think I've told stories about ramen noodle hot dogs before, right? Where you take the ramen noodles, you don't put the seasoning pack on, but you boil the ramen noodles on a pot of water. And then you take some like hot dog weenies and you cut them up and you throw them in, and then you put ketchup on top, and you got fucking spaghetti. Mr. P, how much pasta mac and cheese could you run through in your prime? You come to the right motherfucking place for some mayonnaise sandwiches, dog. I grew up dirt poor. Dirt poor. I found ways to be fat as fuck. And that's probably like what helped with my weight gain is because like I loved food, but at the same time I didn't have access to a lot of food when I was growing up. So like when I had my own fucking money, we was hitting that drive-through, son. Give me that fucking double quarter pounder with the mac sauce and the large Coke. Have I ever told you guys what Monday night spaghetti actually was? Like my mother was a single mother of 2 kids for the longest time. My sister came way later. She was more established in life when my sister came. So it was me and my brother, and my mother would like work like 10-hour days. So when she'd come home, and she would fix spaghetti on Mondays. And like we didn't have tons and tons of money. So like spaghetti was, she would go get the Food Line box of noodles. So she get Food Line box of noodles. And she would get like the canned spaghetti and spaghetti sauce, which we have a can of spaghetti sauce here, but like it comes in the actual like tin can, and the meat and everything would be in that fucking tin can, and the meat was like minuscule pieces of meat. We're talking like we're talking like specks of fucking meat. And then we'd take light bread or white bread, and we put butter and garlic on top of the white bread and put it in the oven and warm that. That'd be your garlic toast. You guys ever took bread and put like fucking shredded cheese on top of the bread, and then put like pepperonis like from like a pepperoni pack on top of that bitch and made like pizza sandwiches? I remember when Kelly moved into his first apartment. This is boy Kelly, not girl Kelly. My friend Kelly. He moved into his first apartment. I went over to visit him, and all he had in his refrigerator was the biggest thing of Jif smooth peanut butter I've ever seen and a gallon of milk. I'm like, what is that? He goes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was like, holy shit. You ever had chicken ramen on top of buttered toast? I have not. I'm bougie now. I get the ramen in the square container now, where you can pour it up to the line. It's like $1. It's like $1 and some change. So I'll be big spending it. You know, my chat treats me right. I can afford the top of the line ramen. I'll say this while I got Jersey Mike's in the other room. Is all the drama BS passed yet? I guess. I mean, like all of it's BS drama. It's people trying to create drama so they can make more money off clicks. My life's actually pretty fucking simple. Yeah, I got a ham and provolone sandwich with a bag of chips and a water. That was Din Din. Nah, I don't fucking know where Lord of the Wings channel went. You guys are asking me like I'm out here doing this. Like, I don't give a fuck about the troll channels. I can tell you right now, my life has already been better since the troll channels have been down. Like, I played Call of Duty the other day. I had barely any trolling in it because there's nowhere for nobody's trying to get on a fucking YouTube video. She's very easy. Iceman back. Joy, looking forward to you walking again. Honestly, I think it'll help more than quitting soda. I'm cutting carbs soon. I got one more week of only drinking water, and then we're going to start cutting carbs out. That means no more fried chicken, no more French fries. Limit my bread intake. So if I want Jersey Mike's going forward, I won't get the sandwich. I'll get what they call a sub in a tub, where it's like you get the ham and the cheese and stuff in like this plastic tub. Chili is actually low in carbs and high in protein. What's my opinion on Lord of the Wings? Dude, everybody said Lord of the Wings wasn't Big Cheese, but the fact is, as soon as Big Cheese got doxxed, Lord of the Wings went AWOL and went missing. We're almost where we died at. Rapier's King. I gotta say this, like, DSP is not as bad as people make him out to be. He's just a dude with a gambling addiction. Like, there's worse things to be in life. And I think he's actually got his gambling addiction somewhat under control right now, out of necessity. Michael, what's your thoughts on the Russia-Ukrainian conflict? My thoughts on the Russia-Iranian conflict is Ukraine should allow Russia to take it over with as little violence as humanly possible, and just allow the restrictions that everybody else in the world is taking effect. There's no reason to throw, young men's lives away, fighting a war that you can't win, because like most countries are not going to come to back you up, and the reason they're not going to come back you up is because Russia has nukes. Because NATO as a whole could jump in and beat the Russian army back out of Ukraine. And that would be the prideful thing to do, and make everybody feel like, oh, we stood, and everybody stood as a whole and fought the greater evil, or whatever it might be. But it's just going to cause a lot of death that's not needed, right? It'd be better to let sanctions take place. Let companies not sell to Russia. Let, the oil be turned off into Russia so they have to live only on their own oil and things like that. And, and eventually people will either vote Putin out, or Putin will come to his senses and pull the troops out of Ukraine himself. Because if NATO goes in the country and pushes Russia out of Ukraine, as soon as they get to the Russian border, Putin's going to be like, cross it and I'll nuke you. And now we have the makings of a nuclear war. And nobody wants that. Let's be real. So what about my take is uneducated? Let's hear this. Because I don't want to see thousands and thousands, or maybe even hundreds of thousands of people die in a pointless fucking war. in a country that the only way they have a chance against the Russian military is if other countries get in and basically spark World War III. That's the uneducated take, right? Come on, man. You guys always want to claim like I don't know shit. Dude, I just watched a YouTube video yesterday, and like their groceries are still cheaper than ours. Like, that's why I don't like talking about this shit. Like, because I don't have time to look stuff up and make a proper informed decision. I only can go by what I do, and I'm not following the shit religiously. Let me get something to drink. I'll be right back, boys. Alright. We got fire ass Jersey Mike sub. I'm eating a ham and provolone with tomatoes and yellow mustard, salt and pepper. Washing it down with a grape Crystal Light Dasani. Well, you get tired drinking just straight water. I'll catch it on sale. Industrial rock is like rock music with like a lot of industrial sounds to it, like bing and like that dun 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 ding dun 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 dun. That has a like that's an industrial sound. I love doing this single player stuff. Like, I don't mind doing the multiplayer stuff either. It's just like multiplayer, more people give more people a chance to fuck. Multiplayer, more people give more people a chance to fuck. I want one of those new trail bosses bad, man. If my credit had rebounded completely at this point, I'd probably pull the trigger on one. But my credit's not where it needs to be, and it won't be anywhere close to where it needs to be till October. Does it get annoying dealing with all this? What people asking me to play Dead by Daylight? I just ignore it. Like, honestly, like, it just makes them look bad as people. Have you ever thought about trying out for the Braves? I've seen you throw a controller. You got a mean fastball. Yeah. Can you honestly tell us what happened to Lummox? I miss him dearly. Dog, I don't know what happened to Lummox. Like, people are acting like I'm the person out here putting these strikes out. I'm not. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm Audi 5000. Fuck you. I'm going to go work at fucking Hardee's. Fuck you. I'm going to go work at Arby's.